You know it's Amio, and welcome to my first braces update video. So I have an appointment with my orthodontist, my first one since I had my braces on, and I'm really excited to see what happens at this appointment and to tell you all about it. I'm assuming that they do some sort of tightening of the wires, or maybe they change them, I'm really not sure. And I'm hoping to get my coloured bands changed to either light blue or light pink, depending on what I like. But anyway, let's go! Hello, so it was a bloody hot day today, so once I got home from the orthodontist, I just wanted to have a cold bath. So that's what I've done, and now I'm going to update you on how the appointment went. So the first thing that happened in the appointment was that one of the ladies used a hook to remove my black elastic bands that I had on before, and it just kind of reminded me of like the pick that they use at the dentist, like between your teeth, I guess. And that part it wasn't really painful, but it kind of just made my teeth feel a little like sensitive as she was doing it. So then the orthodontist came in and, just kind of was checking in with me how things were going, how I was feeling with it all. And he had a good look at my teeth and my bite, I guess, and then made his recommendations. So he wanted to keep the same wire on, so there was no need for them to change it, and just sort of, keep it doing what it's doing. So that is quite, it was quite a relief. Like, it was quite nice knowing that I was keeping the same wire, because I know it is a gentle wire. My teeth have been feeling slightly achy and maybe sensitive, or ever so slightly wobbly, and it's just the nature of the teeth moving, I guess. So I was grateful to keep the same wire because it's gentle. And then they just said that I could change the colour bands if I wanted to, and I did want to. And I'm happy with the colour that I chose. And then the orthodontist said that he wouldn't have to see me for 7 weeks. Yeah, so I'm just going to live my life over the next 7 weeks and keep doing the same thing that I was doing, between my last 2 appointments. So I have been brushing my teeth twice a day, and I've been really, really committed to it. Like, ever since I got the braces put on, I have, no word of a lie, brush my teeth 2 times a day, every day. And I also, I invested in a water flosser, which is the best investment I've made since getting the braces, and I water floss my teeth every night as well. So I had been putting in like all this effort, and I'm just so used to like going to see dental people and, basically coming out of the appointment feeling like my teeth aren't that great. Anyway, so at the orthodontist, they have this thing where they like rate your dental hygiene, I guess. So they do it a score out of 5, so 5 being the top and 1 being the lowest. And I know when I first had my consultation, the score that my teeth got was 4 out of 5 for my dental hygiene. So I remember kind of thinking to myself, like, oh, okay, like, it's not perfect, but, I can make improvements or whatever. And when the orthodontist, sent me information about everything, they did say that the clinic has a monthly raffle that you can be entered into if you get 5 out of 5 on your dental hygiene. And so I was like, oh yeah, that's cool, you know, whatever. I think the prize draw is like a $50 voucher for somewhere, which is a really cool incentive that I thought I would never get. So yeah, before my appointment, I stopped by my mum's house and I used my water flosser and I used my electric toothbrush to brush my teeth, like a really long proper brush, like for real, committed doing it before the appointment. And yeah, the assistants at the end of the appointment were kind of like saying to each other, like, you don't, like, you know, she's done really well with her brushing and stuff like that. And they were talking to me, you know, you've done a really good job. You know, we can tell that you're taking care of your teeth or whatever. And they were kind of like to each other, like, should we raffle ticket? And then they were like, yeah, let's do it. And I was like, are you serious? Like, my God. And they said, you know, you've done really well with your brushing and your dental hygiene. So, you know, we rank you like a 5 out of 5 for that, and you're going to get a raffle ticket. And I just could not believe it. Like, my first visit and I got 5 out of 5. Like, I was just elated. Anyway, I came out of the room and went to the front reception desk to make my next appointment. And I just felt like I just won like an Academy Award. I was like, ladies, I got 5 out of 5. Like, I'm just putting my raffle ticket in this box here. And they were all like, oh my gosh, yay, 5 out of 5. And like, good job brushing, all that stuff. And like, I'm a 34-year-old woman, but I still appreciate compliments. So then I came out of my appointment and I was ringing people, like family members, to tell them that I got 5 out of 5. I was so proud, so happy, so excited. It was the absolute highlight of my day. I just needed to spread the good news to anyone who would listen, and what is probably normal everyday life for some people was just, it meant a lot to me. So I also have a appointment with my dentist end of next week, to have my regularly scheduled checkup and scale and clean. So I think I'm probably gonna talk a little bit about that appointment afterwards. After my appointment today at the orthodontist with the hook sort of removing the elastic bands, not gonna lie, it's making me a little bit nervous about sort of any pain that I might feel in my scale and clean, because, you know, they really get in there far out. So yeah, hopefully I'll be okay, but this will be my first one since I've had the braces, so wish me luck. Hello, just checking in with a little update. So it's been 3 weeks since my last appointment with the orthodontist, and I'm actually not due for another 4 weeks for my next appointment, but I'm going to go in tomorrow to have my wires trimmed. So the wires on this side, top and bottom, are longer at the back than they are on this side, and I think it's clearly because the teeth, they movin'. So yeah, I don't know how that works. Like, are they moving more this side? I don't know. So pretty much the wire at the back, they, instead of it being like a straight wire backwards, they kind of curve it in towards your tooth. So thankfully, when the wire grows longer, it's not poking into my cheek, but it's really hard to describe, but sometimes it'll get like caught in my cheek. So yeah, it just needs to be trimmed. Anyway, so I'm going to go in tomorrow to have that done, and my dentist appointment for the checkup and scale and clean I was supposed to have last week, and they had to reschedule that. So I'm also having that tomorrow after I see the orthodontist. Still feeling a little nervous as to how it's going to feel with the scale and clean. I'm just a little nervous about, so I think I'm just going to take some Panadol before the appointment to hopefully ease any discomfort, because I know like they really get in there with your gums and, you know, between your teeth and whatnot, because that's what they have to do. Also just wanted to tell a little story. I know that I've mentioned in my previous videos that I didn't really know a lot of people that had braces before I got braces. So I didn't have a lot of people to talk to about what to expect and what kind of experience they've had. So I did a fair amount of research online and watched many videos on YouTube of people getting their braces on and having their follow-up appointments and having them removed and getting their retainers and all of that. There was one girl in particular that I watched a lot of her braces videos, and she's actually from the same city I live in, and her name is Emma Louise, and she was really, really great, really helpful in her videos, gave a lot of tips. So I really got a lot of value from her videos and was really appreciative of the content that she put out. And I was in the city a couple of weeks ago, just out and about at a food market, and then was going to go look at some Christmas lights in the city, and I spotted her, and I went up to her and we had a nice little conversation about, you know, braces. And I think her videos are actually a few years old, and they were, really, really helpful. And it was nice having a little chat to her about the fact that I had been watching her videos and that I just got my braces, you know, very recently. And she told me that they looked really good and asked, you know, sort of like how long I was going to have them on for. And, you know, we talked about, I told her that I didn't know many people that had them, and that watching her videos were really, really helpful in the lead up to me getting the braces. And one thing that she said to me is that having braces is such a mindset thing, which I'd never really thought about, even though you do just have to be committed and dedicated and, you know, have a strict routine when it comes to taking care of the braces and stuff like that. So that was really cool to sort of hear that from someone who knows what it's like to go through it. So it was really, really lovely to see her out and about and be able to chat to her. And she gave me a little hug at the end of our conversation. So yeah, she's a really sweet girl, and I appreciated her taking the time to talk to me. I'm going to attempt to show you the wires in my teeth where they're long at the back. So the teeth, they are moving, and the main thing that I've noticed is this tooth here, which basically sits sideways, is, to be honest, like the tooth that I know is going to move the most out of all of them. And it is already starting to move. I can tell there's a little gap down here. I hope that comes up well on camera. But yeah, that's just kind of shown up in the last few days as well. Hello, very quick update. I just got out from the orthodontist so they could trim my wires, and they actually decided to move me up into the next set of wires, I guess. Yeah, so they moved me up to a stronger wire, and I had the opportunity to change my elastic bands, so I have blue now, light blue, and it's so pretty. Hi, so clearly I am driving, but I am a little bit busy today in between things, so I'm just trying to get this out while it's fresh in my mind. So I've set up my phone with like a little gadget to try and film while I'm driving, and I know this is not a flattering angle, so welcome to my neck and my car. I know you can't really see my face, but we're working with what we've got. So I just got out of my appointment with my dentist for my checkup and my scale and clean. He had a good look at everything going on in there, and you know, asked me a lot of questions as to, you know, how I've been settling in and stuff like that. He got me to bite down and kind of just asked me how I was going adjusting to the changes in my bite, and I just said to him, like, look, I can't chew, and we just cracked up. Like, I really can't chew properly. So yeah, that was pretty funny. And it's funny because, like, now that I have my braces on and I'm looking for changes, I am paying attention a lot more as to what's going on with my teeth in general. So, you know, when I got there and they asked if I'd been having any problems or had noticed anything, straight away I was able to say to them, like, yep, I've got some build up on my bottom teeth behind them, like, and I just don't know how much I would have paid attention to that before I had my braces and before I was, you know, like, brushing my teeth like full on 2 times a day and, you know, watching what's happening with my teeth. So that was pretty cool I thought, to be able to explain that. And, you know, I was really nervous as to how the clean was going to go, because my teeth have been pretty sensitive, and, you know, they use those little like hooks and, you know, drill thingies. So I was nervous about it, but I guess, like, you just kind of, it's the fear of the unknown, really, because you don't know what anything's going to be like until you experience it. So, no, it wasn't too bad. I thought it was going to be, you know, really sensitive and really painful, but it felt relatively normal, I guess. I didn't feel discomfort or pain at all. Yeah, so I'm really glad with the way that all went. I hope you're all enjoying my roof of my car more than my face. So today's appointment was just kind of like a bonus one, thinking that I was going to just have a trim on the wires, and then, you know, they changed the wire, which was pretty cool as well. Like, knowing that they were happy to, like, advance me to a stronger wire was awesome. Thank you so much for watching. If you've made it this far, thank you so much for supporting me and showing an interest in my channel. Until my next video, bye!